God bless, guys. Just here while working, just random thoughts. We're all trying our best. We're all working hard. We're all doing the best we can with what we have and what, it's presented in front of us. But a lot of times I feel like the complaining needs to stop. Sometimes I feel like the energy that we are exhausting is because it's solely exhausted in complaining, not in actually doing anything about what we're complaining about. When is it time for you to just finally take that leap of faith, that step forward? Just step into that purpose that God has called you into. Just makes me wonder, like, when do we just feel like it's okay to just go on life complaining about how good other people might have it, or how easy the circumstances that others are going through are? We may be in a pit and it seems like they're on holiday 24/7. So they're going through a good season. That's all it is. That doesn't mean that their life got any easier and it will continue that way. Nah. I heard somebody say one time, life is like a TV series. And sometimes you're on a commercial break. But hey, we always have to go back to a regular scheduled programming of grinding, of busting, of dealing, of just putting up with. At the end of the day, God is in control of everything, and we are just here fighting against His purpose, fighting against His desires for our life. Philippians 4:13 tells us that I can do all things through God who gives me strength. And through several interactions and clarifications and just my own diving into the Word, I begin to realize that it's not that I can do all things. Not everything God wants me to do. Not everything God wants me to succeed in, right? I don't have to be able to do everything. But whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether I can, whether I can't, whether things are easy or things are hard, the Word tells me that I am content through all because God gives me the strength to be content. So what that I can't pay my bills at the moment? So what that people get sick that I love around me? So what if just things are just going bananas around me? So what? I know, believe me, I sympathize. I'm not trying to make anybody's issues seem any lighter than they are. I get it. Life is hard. But let's start learning how to be content through it. Honestly, the complaining doesn't make it easier. The complaining doesn't help. The complaining doesn't create momentum. All it does is just draw you back down every time. You may have a good day today and might have stepped up and actually started walking in purpose, defying your circumstance and actually thriving through the day. And then all of a sudden something happens, pulls you right back down. And now you're stuck again, bummed out and complaining. Why? Nah, not today, man. Not today. Not today. Let's step up. Let's be content in what God gives us. Let's start counting our blessings. Let's start naming out all the good things in our life despite all the other crap, right? So I just want to say God bless y'all. And I pray that you guys are still having a blessed day. God bless, guys. Bye.